Hey. How's everybody doing out there? Welcome to Game Day. It's going to be a good one. We got a playoff atmosphere here today with the Vikings and the Buccaneers.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a good one.
It's the number 6 seed in the NFC versus the number 7 seed in the NFC. Trying to move up a slot here is our Minnesota Vikings going up against those number 6 seed Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We're down in Tampa Bay. Beautiful day down there in Tampa Bay to play some football. And we're going to be with you through at least the first half here.
Oh, yeah.
And going to have a great time. We're going to be playing games, and we'll be announcing who won those Vikings victory prizes this last week, and talking about the finals coming up this Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
All the good stuff. We're excited to be with you. We're going to make our crazy predictions, all that kind of stuff, and have a great time with you guys. Great to be here with you guys. We love it every day.
Oh, yeah. We got tons of games of our football-styled games of Vikings victory and top 10.
Yeah, a ton of those
super
games.
Fun.
Yep. So we're going to start off right here, right now. As you know, it's rolling right as we're getting rolling in the broadcast, and that is Pride of Minnesota. Then everything after that is Vikings victory and top 10. And so we're excited to do it. There it is. Chrissy, 1965, jumping out to that early lead, but we got a lot of time to go. We'll see how this all plays out. So,
oh yeah, I see a lot of our big time players out there. But let's talk about we have a finals coming up next week.
We do. Super excited about this. This is going to be an amazing finals. It's Wednesday at 6 o'clock, right after our happy hour broadcast. And it's
and this isn't just news to the finalists, because you can win prizes as well if you show up for it.
Absolutely, yeah. So there's $5,000 for that first prize, all the way down to $250 for that 12th finalist. But then, if you just come out, play along with the finalists, then you can win $100. Just got to hit that button just right and win yourself $100.
Oh, yeah.
So make sure you're here for those finals. Make sure you're here for all the games all week long. We're rolling into a beautiful holiday seasons. We're having a great time with you guys, and look forward to a great week here, a PCS finals week, and that's pretty exciting.
Oh, yeah.
So, we are rolling into our game day broadcast. Everything's Vikings, but let's talk about those finals. Who made those finals?
Well, those top scores that we had in our singular games.
Yes.
So we had Fishy24, Family Guy, Milky, RJ5616, and Anita Alibi. They all were those people that scored those top scores in each one of our games, such as Top 10, Top Dog, Pride of Minnesota, Meso Perch, and Vikings Victory.
And I know those people were people that were playing every day, putting in the work, got that top score. Then we had those open sessions plays. We had 4 open session plays where it was a combined, during that session, top scores. And our top 7 scores in that got into the finals as well. And that was Kanzi 16, She Devil, Dark Horse, Scuba Steve, Big Schmidt, Jackpot 108, and Mama Bear all getting into those finals. So that is our finalists.
Oh, yeah, a lot of really good finalists out there, and it's going to be super competitive. We got Destiny checking in saying, whoop, whoop.
All right, Destiny, hey, we're going to send you some luck.
Yeah, I'll stack you up with some luck.
All right.
There you go, Destiny. There's
Here it comes.
Bunch of luck for you.
Super-powered, high-energy luck for you on a Sunday game day, and good to have you with us, Destiny. And so Destiny, just one of those top players out there. Has gotten jackpots in the past.
Oh, yeah.
Just always out there getting after it. So good to have Destiny with us. And let's see what else we got. So let's talk about who won those prizes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about who won those Vikings Victories weekly prizes. We had a great week of Vikings Victory, and we got some new folks that won some prizes, some great prizes. So we had in 5th place, Fun Fair 66. Sneak into that top 5.
One of the surprises of this week's winners.
Because it was the first person to get a Vikings Victory prize that had under 20,000 points. So good, congratulations, Funfair 66, way to go. And that's a Vikings stocking hat, Sweet. It's the sideline stocking hat. You won't see it in Tampa Bay today.
Oh, no.
But it is that cold weather stocking hat that they're wearing on the sideline.
Oh,
so
yeah.
You're going to look great in that fun
Talking
fair.
about Tampa Bay, I saw a little quote from Tom Brady recently, and it was like, he was like, I'm never moving up north again because he's coming from New England where it's just cold all the time.
Yeah, Tampa Bay's pretty nice.
And then now he's down in Tampa. He's like, I'm never going back up.
Do not blame him. But up here in the frosty north, we got a lot of snow here where we're at yesterday. So we're a white Christmas or whatever you want to say here right now.
Well, we got Brat also checking in saying Sundays, fun days.
Let's do it, Brad. Let me load you up. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Send
All right, there you go, Brat. There's a whole bunch of luck for you. And hopefully to make this Sunday a fun day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, well, let's talk about that fourth place prize. He also won a Vikings stocking hat, and that was Burger.
Yeah, congratulations, Burger, on that stocking hat. And in third place for the second week in a row. So I think this is a benefit to him. So he got the same Vikings baseball hat, getting that same third place prize.
Oh, yeah.
Is Mad Dog. We're happy for you, Mad Dog. You don't have to burn that Kirk Cousins helmet if you would have got that second place prize. So you got another baseball hat. So you said it on the chat. We're going to honor that and say he's now got a going out on the town hat and a work hat. So
he's
gonna
got
look
both.
good.
It's gonna look
great.
real nice.
Hey, that one looks a little cleaner than the other one. Yeah. Well, that's my going out on the town hat. So.
Yeah, you're like, well, it is cleaner.
Yeah.
And in that second place prize, this is when the prizes start getting sweet. That's that mini helmet signed by Kirk Cousins. We just found out the other day that Kirk Cousins has been the most consistent quarterback the last 6 seasons.
Yeah, only quarterback in the NFL to get 3,000 passing yards and 25 touchdowns in every season for the last 6 seasons.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, and just speaking on that, because we just saw a little graphic of Tom Brady pop up before the game, and it was saying that he's thrown it for 3,000 yards for 18 seasons.
Yeah, he just didn't have the 25
Just didn't
touchdowns.
have the 25 touchdowns, I guess, at some point during those 18 seasons.
And in that stats, I knew Tom Brady was the closest to matching what Kirk Cousins had done. So, but yeah, that's a consistency and.
But just putting out some stats to show that Kirk Cousins is an elite quarterback, and this is a sweet helmet that Bucks won, winning that in that second place prize.
Yeah, nicely done, Bucks. And I guess that gets us down to I'm sure AI 2018's been cleaning off a spot on the wall and getting ready for this. Yeah, because I know I would be getting some lights where you can like put a little shine down onto it and everything. It is amazing. It's not just suitable for framing, it's already framed, and that is a photo signed by Delvin Cook. It's good. It's awesome. That is sweet. Congratulations, AI 2018. We're happy for you getting that win.
Arguably our coolest prize we've given out so far.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's either that or the Dalvin Cook signed football for sure. But we've had a Adam Thielen signed helmet. We've had an Anthony Barr signed helmet. We've had a Kirk Cousins signed helmet. We've had some really cool prizes. We had a BC Johnson signed photo. Yep, we had a Alexander Madison signed photo. Sorry, I don't mean to steal.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. I was trying to think of them and just making sure that you didn't forget any of the sweet prizes we give out.
So many good prizes, and I don't know when it's going to happen. At some point in the future, we're going to raise the bar again, and we're going to give out some more prizes for these Vikings victory.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for some more.
Yeah, so there's going to be some more. This week is a focused-in finals week, and so we're focusing in on that. And Wednesday, we're going to have a huge broadcast, obviously, where you all can win $100 coming out and playing in those finals. And of course, our finals can win anywhere from $250 to $5,000. There's $10,000 pot.
It's a huge night.
Yeah, huge. So look forward to that.
Yeah, just one more congratulations to AI 2018 winning that signed Dalvin Cook helmet.
Yeah, that is sweet. So, hey, with all those Vikings prizes you guys won, hey, send us a picture of where you got it displayed, what it looks like there, and or a picture of you in your hat or whatever it is. We'd love to have that.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely sweet. It's almost as good as seeing you guys back when you used to send in your pictures with the jackpots.
That's right. We always
almost not quite as good.
Not quite as good. I mean, this is some sweet stuff though. There's something special about getting like an autograph thing like that, and that you want it and everything like that, because it's a little different than money, right? It's just something that is unique and not everybody
Only you
has
have
it. Yeah, you have it, and probably one of your only friends that have something like that. So that's really, really cool stuff.
Oh, I know. If I was who was that in the first week that won the signed football?
Was that it wasn't Anita Albi got the signed Adam Thielen.
Adam Thielen.
And then I'd have to look at it.
Yeah, I would have to look it up, but that would definitely be one of those things that I have never seen before.
Birdie Boy, wasn't it Birdie Boy?
Yeah, Birdie Boy won that signed Dalvin Cook football. That would be something you walk into a house and they're like, look at this signed Dalvin Cook football. You're like, oh, I've never seen anything like that.
I think I would buy one of those glass, containers where you can put the footballs in it.
Yeah.
And put it inside that, because that's amazing. So very, very cool
Especially
stuff.
with how his career is projecting out now, because he's such a young running back.
He is. If he can stay healthy, he can be one of those special Hall of Famer type backs.
Oh yeah.
We've been blessed at the Vikings to have that back-to-back with Adrian Peterson and then Dalvin Cook right on the heels.
Yeah.
Mr. Nice Guy getting the win in the Pride of Minnesota. Congratulations. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Well, there's a bunch of more Mr. Nice Guy getting the win out there in this Game Day broadcast. Way to start us off on this Sunday, Mr. Nice Guy. And that means we're rolling into a game of Vikings victory. One of my favorite games out there. Of course, did not make the Elite Eight, though, in the Facebook poll. I was sorely disappointed in that. But
yeah,
they were in the Sweet 16, but did not make it into the Elite Eight. So we got Go for Gold, which is a fun game.
Yeah, we got
to make it into that.
Yep. We got a pretty sweet lineup right now. I can go check on that.
Check up on where we're at. We got an Elite Eight score. Although there was, Amelia said there was only one vote difference, I think, between our last game to get into the Elite Eight. And so she was doing some recounting. She was looking for hanging chads, all that kind of stuff, and making sure that the count was right before she announced. So I don't know if that's been officially announced yet or not. But we'll have to check that out. But
I'm trying to find it right now. It looks like we haven't seen the result of Ruby's Adventure and Diver.
So that's what I'm talking about. So
which one did you say that you had the answer to that one yet?
No, I'm saying that what I was talking about was Amelia said the vote was so close that she was doing a recount. She was looking for hanging chads and all that. And if people wanted to vote, she was actually allowing votes to come in after.
Really?
The
just to be able
just to make sure that it was a clear-cut winner. So I don't know. She's being now investigated. There's all kinds of courtroom stuff.
Well, we got a whole bunch of really good games in that top 8 right now. Between Moonshot.
Yes.
And that's going to be going up against the winner of Ruby's Adventure and Diver Down.
Yeah.
Then Louie's House Party and Buku Bucks are both paired up.
I think Louie is a big underdog in that against Buku Bucks. I think.
Buku Bucks is a big one.
Yeah, that's one of our top games for sure. So I think that's going to take a big effort by Louie's to come up with a win in that one.
Oh, yeah, and then Double Eagle and Wild Walleye are facing off in another matchup.
In a good, tough Elite Eight matchup for Double Eagle there.
I think Double Eagle would beat out like a Louie's House Party to get into the...
Or maybe a Moonshot, but it's going to have a tough time. They gave them. They got into a tough side of the bracket in with Wild Walleye. So I think Double Eagle actually would have fared well in a lot of the other matchups. But Buku Bucks and Wild Walleye are the favorites. They're the 1 and the 2 seed coming into the bracket, and expected to be in the finals. So we'll see if that facing each other. But we'll see if that happens. But the early voting, because they did go ahead and even though we don't have that final on on the Ruby's Adventure and Diver Down. They've already launched out on Facebook the Wild Walleye and the Double Eagle. And from what I saw, Wild Eagle's kind of running away with that one, unfortunately, for Double Eagle. But we'll see where it ends up. There is some votes for Double Eagle for sure.
Oh, yeah. And there's one more, and that's Go for Gold and Lucky Lure. I would normally say Lucky Lure is my favorite in this one.
Yeah.
But Go for Gold beat out who I thought would be a favorite as well.
Yeah.
And that would be Vikings Victory last round.
What we're about to get playing here in about 30 seconds. But, I really thought Vikings Victory would win that one in that Go for Gold. Now, the Go for Gold Winter Edition, this is the Go for Gold Summer Edition, which is a soccer game. And I thought the winner with the skiing where he goes off the big ski jump and all that and everything. That's pretty sweet. Go for Gold. I do like that one. I thought that the Vikings Victory would be able to beat out the soccer game, but as a football guy, I'm a little sad. I had a tear roll down my eye.
That all of our football games were gone.
Yeah, but it's all right. It's all right.
We have it's a pretty stacked. Though top 8 with Go for Gold, Lucky Lure, Double Eagle, Wild Walleye, Buku Bucks, Louie's House Party, and Moonshot.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and say I think that you're going to have Wild Walleye, Lucky Lure, and Buku Bucks making it into the Final Four. That's what I would. Think. Oh, the way she's got this organized. Wild Walleye and Buku Bucks are going to meet in the semifinals. That's a surprising way that bracket was organized. You're going to have what might be the top, like the actual championship game happening in the semifinals. Happens a lot where the best game happens actually in the semifinals. But that might happen. And then you could have a Lucky Lure getting into that finals.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think Lucky Lure is going to end up scraping into that finals.
And you could have a Wild Walleye Lucky Lure finals, all fishing finals, and we'll see where that goes out. I think it's going to be a Wild Walleye national championship right there. I should say a Minnesota championship. Coming out there in that, but we'll see. That's just some chat about that Elite 8. We're still waiting on that final 8 person, checking all those votes, making sure that it is 100% the right the right team gets in, the right game gets into that Elite 8. But we've already started out the Elite 8 games with Wild Walleye and Double Eagle.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll see where that all goes.
Well,
there's Bone Crush. I've never seen that name before, but it's good to see you out there, Bone Crush, in first place.
Bone Crush.
Yeah. We got any new chat in the chat room out there?
Oh, no, we got Destiny saying that ended up didn't letting her play, and so we might need to send her some luck for next round so that she can make up for missing this round.
Here, I sent out last time. Maybe I was a little off.
Yeah, you're a little off with it. I'll give this pinpoint accuracy. There you go, Destiny, for next round so that you can get a super high score.
You were a quarterback, so you might have better accuracy. I was a long snapper. That's why I do that. That two-handed.
The two-handed. It's usually very accurate.
It is. Yeah, the amazing accuracy.
But man, am I excited for this Vikings Buccaneers game?
Oh, I am pumped up. We're gonna have to jump into all of our predictions. It always comes up on us fast here as we're getting into these games.
Oh yeah.
We got kickoff here at noon in all these early games, and we're excited about taking a look at those and giving our predictions. Should we go over any of our national days before we get into the predictions, or should we start hitting predictions? What do you think?
I say let's talk Vikings.
All right,
let's get our Vikings talk and predictions out there right now. Some Vikings injury things.
Okay.
Definitely are things to look at when you're making your score predictions.
Yes.
For this week's game, having guys like linebacker Eric Kendricks and Alexander Madison both out for this week's game against Tampa Bay. We're gonna have to look a lot different this week.
Yeah, you see, Madison had an appendectomy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's That's involves surgery there. So hey, our thoughts go out to you, Alexander Madison. Madison has provided a signature for us in the Vikings victory prizes, and we're thinking about you while you're getting that appendectomy. I'm sure it's a pretty routine procedure, but we're thinking about you while you're having that done. Yeah, and Eric Kendricks, his calf.
Yeah, that's a huge one for us.
Yeah,
because I was hoping Eric Kendricks was going to be able to neutralize that running attack of Leonard Fournette, Ronald Jones Jr.
Yeah,
and I think they have another really nice running back.
Yeah, Jones has been one of the most efficient backs in the NFL this season.
Oh yeah, he's been really good. Been one of them top tier running backs in probably that next tier right underneath that tier with Dalvin Cook and all those really elite running backs.
Yeah,
he's that like right next tier that could get bumped into that tier if he had a really good season.
Absolutely. I think he's been averaging like 6 yards a carry this season. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, they just don't run the ball that often.
No.
We got
really
Mr.
good.
Nice Guy checking in saying, "Go Pack, go!"
Oh, okay. We got
Who are the Packers? Who are the Packers playing today?
The Lions.
Oh yeah.
Today. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, us Michiganders. We're not rooting for any kind of Packers win.
No. But we'll Mr. Nice Guy. Hey, that's a nice team to like. They were in the NFC Championship game last year. They're having a nice season this year.
It is kind of funny. I do feel like both those teams have no competition right now towards the Vikings, like getting into the playoffs or anything like
right.
that.
Well, I think it's a long shot. The Lions, sure, they're one game behind the Vikings, but it's a pretty long shot that the Lions could ever make it in to the playoffs. Mm-hmm. So they're really thinking about all those teams that have more of a better playoff shot. And then you got I think the Packers basically already have the NFC North. It would take a big effort. Bad news for the Packers, great news for the Vikings to actually take that NFC North. But so I think they're both trying to just get into the playoffs, and we'll see what happens there. Really, all the Lions are going to play today if they could get a win against the Packers is a spoiler.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Well, let's shoot some luck over to Mr. Nice Guy.
Yeah, for checking in.
There you go. There's for checking in. Not that I wish that your Packers win.
Yeah, none of this luck is going to your Packers, but there it goes to you. I hope you get another win. Got a win there in our Pride of Minnesota and is in first place right now in this Vikings victory game. Nicely done out there, Mr. Nice Guy. So, so what were you just talking about?
We were talking about how then it gets even more interesting once we get into the tight end room for the injury.
Ooh,
the fact that we have Kyle Rudolph that's very doubtful, and then Irv Smith who's questionable.
Yeah.
If they're both out for this game, that's a real hit to our run game,
right?
Because of that extra blocking that those two add into the game.
And not only that, I think because the Buccaneers like to play man coverage, we've talked about that a lot here coming into this Buccaneers game. But because of that man coverage, I think that's that third and fourth receiver that Smith Jr. or Rudolph can provide for us to really put a strain on that man coverage.
Oh yeah.
And so we'll see how that works out. I'm hoping that one of them can go.
Yeah, at least Irv Smith, because he's questionable right now.
Yeah.
He's looking like he's pretty 50-50 if he could go in or out. And if he's playing, that's a really good sign for the Vikings.
And of course, coming off a bye week, the Buccaneers are really healthy. So they've only got one guy in the entire injury report, and he's only doubtful. And that is Jamil Dean, and I would have thought he was a cornerback, but I learned on our Friday broadcast that he plays
a center blocker.
Center blocker, yeah. Curtis gave us a little bit of football information. And he's playing center blocker. So
I didn't realize Darrelle Revis was the greatest center blocker in the NFL history.
Well,
Deion Sanders was the show at center blocker.
I learn new things about football every time I watch Cash Crew 2, and it's exciting. So, I love those guys.
We got Brent checking in saying, "Go Lions!"
All right.
Oh yeah, a little bit of a Lions fan out there. Yeah, here I grabbed some luck for myself. You could stack me up some luck as well. There you go, Brent. A man after my own heart, rooting for a terrible team, the Lions.
But we got rid of Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn, so who knows? maybe that new interim coach there, Bevel's, got a little magic left in his pocket. He got a win last week, and so we'll see for the lowly Lions.
I prefer rooting for the Vikings, especially as of late, because the past month and a half they have been on a roll.
We flipped the script. It's like the reverse of what happened to the Bears. Like, we were 1-5, and then boom, now we're 6-6. So we went 5-1.
Yeah.
So that's been amazing. The Bears have done almost the exact opposite. Now at 5-7. That's who we're going to see next week. Is the Chicago Bears. I think it's our last remaining home game of the season. The Bears coming to town next week. The Bears this week, they got the Texans this week coming to Chicago. We'll see how the Texans like the Windy City this time of year.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, but we'll see where that goes. But the Bears have been on a free fall since that nice start to the season.
Oh,
I think Matt Nagy's in a little bit of a hot seat over there.
Brent says, no, Vikings fan just want the Packers to lose. Not that he really cares about the Lions winning.
Oh, okay.
He's just rooting for
fair enough
for a Packers loss.
I root against the Packers every week myself.
I do. There's just something about the way that Aaron Rodgers looks at the camera.
About the way
it just infuriates me.
I don't know what it is. We got Stody, baby, getting the win there in our first game of Vikings victory. Mr. Nice Guy in second place. Babe Bliss in third. Bone Crush in fourth. And Brent in fifth place. Congratulations to all of our players out there. We're having a great time out here with you guys. That means we're going to get enrolled in our first game of the broadcast of Top 10.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's talk about what does the odds makers say about this game?
Okay, so, the over-under is sitting at 51.5 today, guys. And, you got your Vikings at a 6.5-point underdog. So if you pick the Vikings, you get 6.5 points for your trouble. And here's some interesting stuff. So it's a 51.5 point over-under. But here's what Minnesota has done. They've been over on 8 of 12 games this season. Okay, so the Vikings games have gone over. The Bucs have hit over 8 of their 12 games. So I think the over is the bet here.
That is a good one.
Yeah, you want to be over on that 51.5. That's where I would go. So,
well, you think about it, and you're like, the Vikings offense has been absolutely just a terror. And then their defense has been holding them back. So a lot of these games that the Vikings are in turns into a shootout.
Yeah.
And that's what we needs to happen against these Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
You want to hear something? This is really interesting. We were talking about 18 years of 3,000 yards throwing for Tampa Bay, and here's another interesting fact about Tom Brady is that in his entire career, he's never been on a wild card team.
Wow.
Well, here's the thing. The AFC East is kind of like the NFC East this year. It's weak. So you had the top, New England Patriots, and then everybody else was not good. Yeah, because
you had the Jets, you had
the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, the Bills.
And who's
the
Dolphins? In the Dolphins, yep. Yeah. And they haven't been very good consistently, at least, in any of those.
Bills just are getting good, right? Like these last 3 years.
Yep.
Dolphins not till this year.
Yeah.
And Jets are still.
Yeah, Jets are dumpster fire. There was a few years in there where Jets made it to the AFC Championship.
Yeah, back when they had what's his name? Rex Ryan.
Rex Ryan, yeah, was the coach. He had a couple of good years. You had before the butt fumble, you had
Mark Sanchez.
Mark Sanchez at the QB, got him there. So we got to make some predictions here in the next few minutes. So I got a prediction here from Tony coming in on the hotline. We'll get one from Nikki. I've got one here as well.
Oh yeah.
But I got this is the odds makers prediction here. Was 31-27 Buccaneers.
That's very close. I have a little bit of a mixture of Tony's pick and the odds makers pick.
Okay.
Is what I was thinking. And I'm thinking 34 Vikings.
Okay.
27 Buccaneers.
31 Vikings, 27 Buccaneers.
Yeah, 34 Vikings.
34
Vikings, 27 Buccaneers.
Okay. Tony has 34 Vikings, 24 Buccaneers.
Yeah, he has a little bit more of a gap.
Yeah, and you guys are going with the over, which is the smart pick.
Yeah,
right?
I'm going over in the
Yeah, which like I say, that's the smart pick. Everything that tells us is these teams, 8 of the 12 times, both teams have been over on their games.
That's a good
right? bet. So
Nikki's
going against what the odds are saying, and she's going with an under with the Vikings 20, Buccaneers 17. Okay?
I mean, it's very doable. I mean, these teams do like to run the ball as well as pass the ball. Yeah. So if they get into a running matchup where it turns into a time of possession type game, I think we could definitely see where the Packers are trying to control the ball. And if they have any sort of lead, just be feeding Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, I think it's going to go against the odd makers as well, even though that's the smart pick to go over on that 51.5. I'm going to go a little under, but not by much. I'm going to go 28 Vikings, 22 Buccaneers. So for the win. So I do think that they're going to try to go early and often to Dalvin Cook and try to control that clock, and that play action is going to set up the pass game. But they're going to have a really nice balance and eat up a ton of clock in this game.
Yeah, so. I think if we can get the where the Buccaneers are really focused on passing the ball,
right,
and not focused on getting the ball to their running backs, that we'll have a really good shot.
Yeah, I'd like to see in an increased amount of 3 and outs. We'll see. I think that young defensive backfield for the Vikings could get stretched beyond what they're capable of doing today, and it could go the way all the odds makers are taking this thing. We'll see.
Well, we were looking at all the top odds makers, and it was only about 4 of 35 odds makers, of people who do this for a living, that said that the Vikings were going to win this week.
Well, and here's the interesting thing, though. Here's where the odd makers have been wrong about the Buccaneers all season long.
Yes.
And that is that when they've been a 6.5 or more favorite this year, they've gone 1-2. All right, that's what the Buccaneers' record is. And Minnesota has won the only game where they've been the underdog by 6.5 or more. So where the odd makers have been right or wrong, right, on this stuff, the Vikings have actually prevailed.
They've been wrong with the Vikings, and they've been wrong also about
them being the favorite,
being the favorites of 6 points.
So that's just a real interesting thing. And the Vikings are 4-0 in their last 4 games as an underdog, and they're 4-0 in their last 4 games against teams with winning records. So the Vikings, I think, are gonna. That's why I am sticking with our Minnesota Vikings in this game, and I think they come out with a win.
I think that I heard we just heard this on the on TV and before we hopped on the broadcast that Bruce Arians, they didn't decide to take the whole week to practice Vikings and stuff like that. They actually took the whole week to rest up and recover from 13 weeks of playing football.
Yeah, and I guess that's why they only have one guy that's doubtful for the game.
Doubtful for the game, but it looks really good for the fact that when Tom Brady's running against the system for an entire 2 weeks, he's really primed and ready to go against that team. When they've actually practiced for the Vikings about as long as the Vikings have practiced for them.
Yeah, well, and you see that with coaches that are a little bit more pressers. You talk about your Andy Reid's and your Bill Belichick's, right? They're almost 100% in wins coming off a bye week. Those guys just win coming out of a bye week. I don't know that Bruce Arians is that type of coach that a bye week changes his win-loss record.
He's looking at it as, this is my chance to be able to get my guys rested up, get everybody's bodies healthy this playoff run that we're going to try to make.
Right. Well, that's why I think Bruce Arians also likes to coach veterans. He's a good coach with guys that already have their process, already know what they're doing, and they just go ahead and take care of business. He's not a great necessarily rookie coach because they haven't gotten into how to take care of themselves, how to take care of what they need to do. So he does really well with veteran quarterbacks.
Although their rookie safety Antonio Winfield,
yes,
is that his name?
Yeah,
he's been stellar.
He's been playing really well. Now, I do think Todd Bowles, their defensive coordinator, was the head coach with the Jets. Didn't have a great run as a head coach, but actually one of the best defensive coordinators in the game, and he's done a great job with that young defensive backfield for the Buccaneers. But I do think that the weapons that we present against that young backfield and that they like to run man coverage is going to be an interesting matchup here. We're seeing some press coverage there on those wide receivers, but a nice run by Dalvin Cook here.
That's what I'm expecting a lot. As long as we're getting efficient runs, we're going to see a heavy dosage of Dalvin Cook.
Yeah.
If we can run on them, this is going to be a really good game. I think that's going to be one of the biggest key things because I think we're for sure going to be able to pass on them.
Yep. And I think especially in the first and the fourth quarter. Like first and the fourth quarter, I want to see a lot of run.
Control that clock, control the momentum,
Yep.
and keep it all on your side. Have your defense be out there as little as possible. And
nice. Everyone was covered up in that man coverage there on that play.
You don't see Kirk Cousins take off.
No, but he stepped up in the pocket, had a nice step up in the pocket, realized that he had a running lane, took off and ran. Nice job, but we got a flag on the play, so we will see what happens there. But Kirk Cousins doing a really nice job.
I like when I see a game where Kirk Cousins is getting himself out of the pocket. He's sacrificing himself to get those extra yards. It's really telling me that these Vikings are on this playoff push.
Yeah.
They're not taking this game as some we lost this game type thing. The Buccaneers are too good. No, they're trying to make the playoffs right now.
Yep.
And I'm seeing that kind of heart from Kirk Cousins right now.
Yeah, well, they got a little handsy out there in the backfield with Jefferson. Those defensive backs, a little scared, it looks like, of Justin Jefferson and what he can bring. Got a little holding there in the defensive backfield. So another nice run by Dalvin Cook. We're moving the ball here, like what I'm seeing out of the Vikings. Nice mix, run and pass. Actually, it's all been run because it was Kirk Cousins' run as well. But just mix of plays. That was a called pass on that. But so, anyways.
I'm looking at this offensive line that we really were judging hard.
Yes.
In the beginning of the season, and now you're looking at them, and they're fourth overall. They're, I think, third in rushing, I think you just said.
Yep.
And then they're a little bit lower in passing. But that run blocking has improved so much, and those young guys have really stepped up into really nice run blockers.
Yeah, I did love that spot there on that. I thought Kirk Cousins had the second first down run of the game there. I think they're bringing him up just a little short. I thought he crossed before that knee touch. But, such as it goes. We got a 3rd and 1. These are the downs. We got to pick up these first downs.
This is where you have that Minnesota native C.J. Ham lead through that backfield and lead for Dalvin Cook.
I think they got C.J. out wide, though, right now. Oh, here he comes.
He's
coming in motion on this play. I like it. Gets a nice block. Big hole there. If the turf monster wouldn't have come up and grabbed Dalvin Cook's feet, then that would have been for big yards. That was a nice hole by the O-line and C.J. Ham on that play. But we will see how that goes. A nicely designed run play for the Vikings.
Well, I'm real happy with how I'm seeing the game plan so far with the Vikings. But let's check in on how the players are doing right now in this game of top 10.
Well, we got Missy 1, 2, 3 in first place with 16,260 points, but out of plays. Big Schmidt in second with a few plays left. Maybe could catch Missy, but would need some nice plays. Same thing with Lazio in third.
And it looks like everyone 6 through 9 is all out of plays.
Yeah.
Lou Bear, Mr. Nice Guy, Brent, and CJ 1017 all in that 6th through 9th spot.
Looks like Tam Bam and RJ 5616, one of our finalists, out of plays as well. It's just down to Big Schmidt and Lazio to make a push, I think, on Missy. 1, 2, 3.
And can they have even big enough plays to be able to get to that part? It's going to be a tough one for them to be able to pass that up.
Big Schmidt's one of our finalists as well.
Game of top 10. Seeing Dalvin Cook also being involved in the pass game as well.
Yeah, nice little screen.
I think that's a huge addition to them, because if they're playing all that man, if you're taking those guys and you're running them out, and they're bringing that level of tacklers that can get to Dalvin Cook away from the ball by running their routes away and then dumping it off to Dalvin Cook. It's a one-on-one matchup. I like Dalvin Cook in a one-on-one matchup. It doesn't matter how good of a linebacker Devin White is or their other linebackers they have.
Oh, couldn't get away from the rush there. Kirk Cousins going down that sack.
There's one of those really good linebackers, Shaq Barrett, getting a sack on Kirk Cousins. I mean, those between Shaq Barrett and Devin White, it's a legit linebacker crew that this Tampa Bay defense has.
That gives us a 4th down. Yeah, I do like against that man coverage, us hitting some dump down passes there with Dalvin Cook. They could even hit that again on this last play. They did have a linebacker come over to cover it, but I think if they would have hit that early, they could have got a nice, play there with Dalvin Cook.
At least giving it a shot at getting that first down.
Exactly. But, we're going to see, I think, a lot of that dump off. I think when they get back, look at that film from that first drive, which they had a nice drive. This is a really good punt just outside the 10-yard line.
It's always good when you can pin them inside the 20.
Yeah, absolutely. So we got 11 seconds left. Doesn't look like anybody's going to pass. Missy, 1, 2, 3
Woo-hoo!
out there. We got
That's
Big
a really
Schmidt
nice
second.
score.
Yeah. So that is our first game of top 10 here in the broadcast. Looks like that's going to go to Missy, but we'll see what the tabulators have to say.
Oh, yeah, and let's see if it becomes official. Yep, it is. There it is. Missy, 1, 2, 3, playing a whole bunch during this PCS time and reaping the benefits by getting the win in this game of top 10, scoring a total score of 16,260 points.
Nicely done, Missy. That means we're going to get enrolled in another game of Vikings victory. And so while we're doing that, hey, we should do our under-researched irresponsible picks of all the early games here.
Oh, yeah, we definitely need to get going on those since they're getting started.
Yep.
Well, we already talked about Vikings Buccaneers.
Yep.
So a little bit of Titans Jaguars. How are you feeling about that? I think that this is a pretty easy pick.
Yeah, I think so too. Jaguars, though, like we saw last week, been keeping it close against everybody. You know, and the Titans with I don't know, early in the season they seemed like they were kind of coming downhill on everybody. The last couple weeks it seems like
people are starting to figure them out.
Yeah, exactly. They've been able to get a little bit of better grip on the Titans, so this may be a better game than you would initially think.
Well, at one point I was like, Derrick Henry is unstoppable.
Right.
At one point of the season, when I'd watched that playoff run and end of the season Derrick Henry had last year, and then came into this year, those first 5 games, he was just running over everybody.
Right.
And I was like, I don't know who can stop this man.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen a little bit of a slowdown then. People are really getting into him, really focused on. They do a lot of what they do to Dalvin Cook, where they try to take Dalvin Cook completely out of the game and force Kirk Cousins to make the plays. What they are trying to do is make Ryan Tannehill make a lot of the plays. But still, I don't know if that Jaguars defense is good enough to be able to stop Derrick Henry. And you watch those runs that Derrick Henry's had against the Jaguars, it's been pretty insane. Yeah, no, it's going to be interesting to watch what happens there. But I'll go with the upside down pick. I'll go Jaguars this week. Oh yeah, well I'm going Titans. I've watched Derrick Henry do that whole beast mode against the Jaguars. I think 2 years ago, where he stiff armed the whole team. Oh yeah, this is a totally irresponsible pick. And so I am definitely picking Titans for this 1 o'clock game. Yeah. Okay, Chiefs, Dolphins. At the beginning of the year, you would have laughed at me saying that the Dolphins have a chance in this game.
Although I did think that, they finished the end of last year, actually in the last, 8 games, I think they had a better record than the Tom Brady-led Patriots at the last 8 games of last year. And so I still think the Chiefs are the cream of the crop of the NFL. They're the best team in the NFL. I think everybody else is looking up at them as a team. They almost seem to play around with teams that can bite them in the hind parts, though, as they seem to be almost unfocused a lot of times for 3/4 of the game.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then they get focused and go win a game. And sometimes that bites you a little bit.
Oh yeah, so it should be interesting with a motivated Dolphins. They're having a top-tier defense this year. What their quarterback situation is, it's going to be completely random,
Right.
it feels like.
Right.
So you don't know if you're getting Tua, Fitzmagic, what are you going to get?
Right.
I'm sticking with the safe pick of the Chiefs. It's going to be a really hard one for the Dolphins. I just think that Andy Reid against a young team, up-and-coming team, doesn't lose games like this. And so I'm going with the Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid led.
Well,
Chiefs.
we try not to pick the same team, too many times.
Yeah,
this
you
week.
start getting late
But
into the season
went
like this.
I already went with the crazy pick of the Jaguars last time. I can't do it 2 games in a row. I'm going Chiefs on this one with you. So we're gonna have the same pick here.
All right, well, we got Mrs. Yag's Broncos versus Nikki's Panthers.
That's right. So the battle of the pilot, popular pilot people.
Oh, yeah.
It's the pilot people. It's the double P game.
No, it's the Triple P.
The Triple P game?
Yeah, it's like a big baller brand, but it's the Triple Ps.
The Triple P game here of the week.
Pilot popular people.
Pilot popular people, 2 favorite teams. Maybe we'll get a pick from Mrs. Jags and Nikki on this one. But what are you seeing? What are you seeing out of the
Well,
Drew
this is
Lock
gonna be
led Broncos?
This will be really interesting because I was thinking at first that Christian McCaffrey was going to be back for this this game against the Panthers, and I would have said, okay, Panthers probably are the favorites in this one.
Yeah.
But now that he has been officially ruled out for this game, gonna wait another week. It's going to be really interesting to see how this Broncos team can come back after having a couple really bad weeks and really struggling passing the ball.
Yeah.
I'd like to see improvement out of the Broncos. I think the Panthers are a little bit more of the solid team. They know what they're doing. They have an identity.
Oh, my goodness. Are they saying that was down, or are they giving the ball to the Buccaneers here on this punt?
Yes, this would be a really bad. Special teams has been a weakness for the Vikings all year long. And if you're watching this Vikings right now,
that's out. He's down.
It's fine.
It's not out. Yeah.
We were worried a little bit that the Vikings lost the ball on that punt return. It looks good. It's still 0-0, and Vikings ball.
Yeah, there we go.
Woo.
Well, Nikki's saying yes, go Panthers. So we'll see how. I don't know if she's going to give us a score prediction or not.
So my prediction is Panthers, just because I feel like they're the better coach team and a little bit more solid in their identity.
Yep.
But if I was going to go strictly off of what team I think has the most talent on the field, defensively, offensively, I would go Broncos.
Yeah, so which one? You're going Panthers?
I'm going Panthers.
You're going Panthers. All right, I'll go Broncos in this one. Drew Lock gets a little bit of that, gets that dance going again. that dance that none of us want to see. The Drew Lock do, but he's going to get that little dance going again and get the win. I think they are in Carolina today, so they don't get that. Less oxygen Mile High Stadium for their favor, so that probably bodes well for the Panthers on that.
I see Fishy24 checking in, saying he was down. So must be watching the game with us, watching that punt return. Making sure we're right.
Well, let's send her some luck.
Yeah, send Fishy24 some luck. Stack me up with a whole bunch of luck.
There we go.
There you go, Fishy24. A little bit of luck for watching the Vikings. We love a good Vikings fan.
Absolutely. So we got a little nervous there for a second, but he was definitely down.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a good sign for the Vikings being able to get a stop in that first drive.
That was good.
Hopefully that can be a repeated process. throughout this game.
I don't think you're going to stop them all day long. Those guys will find the end zone.
When you talk about a team that is from, if you just look at the entire roster, from even to the first guys coming off the bench, it's star-studded for this this Buccaneers team. Yeah. It's more about chemistry for them and less about the talent on the field. That's why I give the Vikings a little bit of an edge, because they've been playing together, and I feel like their chemistry is that touch higher than the team that is like the Buccaneers.
Okay, yeah, so we got Mad Dog. I'm sorry, I got distracted. Mad Dog checking in on Facebook saying he just got his first Vikings hat. Looks sweet. Second one is the same. I'll have to give it away as a Christmas present. There you go. You got a Christmas present, Mad Dog.
Oh, I wish I had some extra Christmas presents just to give away, but, I got to go buy mine. I still have yet to go do my complete Christmas shopping yet.
Well, there we go. We got Kirk Cousins hitting Adam Thielen there with a nice throw and catch, and we're moving again. I'll tell you what, I just think it bodes well that we had a nice drive on that first one. It stalled out a little bit at the end, but if we can get another nice drive, whether
I was just happy to see first downs.
Yeah, if we can get first downs, that just starts building momentum. Just that you go, the guys walk over to the sidelines and go, we can drive on these guys. We can score on these guys. You just get that belief. We've had a couple runs. That's the second one I've watched of Dalvin Cook, that if he just keeps his feet under him, he's going for a long way.
Oh, yeah. Well, we got someone else checking in real quick.
Okay.
Susie saying, hi, everybody.
Hey, Susie. Let me throw Susie a little bit of luck.
Here's a whole bunch of luck for Susie. There you go.
All right.
Yeah, well, I'm super excited about this Vikings game just because I think that watching the run plays so far, watching Dalvin Cook squeeze through that line, it's looking like a lot better run lanes than I expected in this first go about against this Tampa Bay.
That looks like another first down for our Vikings there.
Fishy24 said, Mad Dog, I can give you my address.
There you go. You can send Fishy24 a Christmas present if you got that.
A bad look for us. Chicago scoring a touchdown
there we go.
Early. Well, let's keep on going with our predictions of this week. Texans, Bears. As we know, Bears scored their first touchdown, drawing first blood.
Yeah, so they are in the Windy Cindy. I think that cold weather is going to be a benefit for the Bears. I do think the Bears are somewhere in the middle of what we saw early in the season and the bad that we've seen lately.
Yes.
And I don't think Matt Nagy's as bad of a coach as basically the conversation is out there right now. But I think, Nick Foles, with no OTAs, not starting off the season starting, Mitchell Trubisky, we know what we got there with him as a quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
That quarterback room just has not been figured out since Matt Nagy's been there. Not 100% his fault. He walked into a kind of a tough quarterback situation there, I think. But yeah, the Bears they've got a great defense, and just they're somewhere in between another Adam Thielen wide open.
Oh, yeah.
Way to find it in the zone and deliver the ball there by Kirk Cousins. We're driving once again. So.
Oh yeah, but you're going Bears on this one.
You hadn't picked yet? I hadn't picked yet. So okay. I was just saying that was
that's how you feel about the coaching staff.
I just think that they're better than people think, and I think that the Bears are more of a 500 team than this bad they've showed recently.
Yes.
I also think Texans. I mean, they got one of the best young quarterbacks in the NFL.
That's kind of what's going to go towards my prediction of this game because I think it's going to be a close one.
Yeah.
And so I think it's going to be a real scoring matchup between the two teams. And I just watch week in and week out. So far, I've watched the Bears lose games, and I've watched Deshaun Watson win a lot of games for his team late in games. Yeah. So that's why I'm going Texans.
All right. Well, since you went Texans, I'll go Bears. I hadn't made up my mind up to that moment. So
I think that. The Bears to find a way to lose. We want Bears losses for for the Vikings. So I'm rooting for a Bears loss for sure.
Yeah.
And
well, the Bears, I mean, last week, they found, a way to give up a 2-score lead against against the Lions, but I mean, who doesn't do that?
Who doesn't? Oh man, it's usually the Lions giving up a 2-score lead, but the
Lions did it earlier in the year to the Bears.
Oh yeah,
the first game of the season.
Just had to repay them real quick. My bet is on the Texans.
All right, so I'm going the Chicago Bears. It leaves a little ugly taste in my mouth to even say it, but I'm going Bears on that one.
Oh,
how about this Cardinals Giants resurgent Giants team playing really well?
This is a lot more interesting than if you would have asked me in the beginning of the season. When it was the first 3 games into the season, I would have said obviously Cardinals. Right now, Kyler Murray's playing at an MVP level. He's just this team is working really well.
Right.
Him and DeAndre Hopkins have just been unstoppable duo.
Right. That was week 3.
And the New York Giants losing Saquon Barkley are not going to be good this year.
Right.
That's what I would have said.
Yeah.
But I have watched a completely different Giants team
I'll tell you
come out of the gates this second half of the season.
I'll tell you what people have to say. I mean, obviously, nice young coaching staff there with the Giants doing a heck of a job. You got Joe Brady. No, Joe Brady's with the Panthers. I'm sorry. You got trying to think of the new coach there for the Giants there, their new judge.
Yes.
Doing a really nice job there. I'll tell you who you got to go, was way undervalued up till this year, and that is Jason Garrett. All right, the offensive coordinator for the Giants, was the head coach for years with the Cowboys. Everybody said he was underutilizing that talent with the Cowboys, and should be winning more games. Although I think he won the NFC East 5 times.
Has not had a great playoff run.
No,
it's been
So anyways, everyone said he's just under. Of course, Mike Shanahan, not Mike Shanahan. Why am I going blank on every coach's name today? But their new coach comes in for the Cowboys, and
Mike McCarthy.
There you go. And they're a dumpster fire. There's M. Brown getting the win in that game of Vikings victory, which means we're going to start getting enrolled in this game of top 10. Congratulations, Mike Brown, someone that we see playing out there all the time. Good to see you get a win, M. Brown.
We're getting enrolled in that next game of Vikings victory. No, we're getting enrolled in our next game of top 10. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with you guys when we get started. See ya. Hey.
Good to be back with you guys here, coming off a short break here, and we are under a minute left to get enrolled in this game of top 10 as we roll into this 12:30 game of top 10. We've got 2 more early game predictions to make.
I got Missy123 checking in saying, let's go Vikings, let's go.
Skol! All right, here we go. Let me load you up.
Yeah, you can load me up with some luck. For Missy123, there you go. There's some luck for you. We're ruining super heavy for the Vikings right now.
Absolutely.
Trying to get that playoff spot.
Absolutely. And we got, all of our predictions. Everybody here on the pilot team predicted a Vikings win today. Most of the experts out there in the ethos have picked the Buccaneers, but early on I've been super impressed. Look at Roger Goodell in the stadium watching the game today. Tells you how big of a game it is and how nice the weather in Tampa Bay is.
Seeing him in that polo outside.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, that must be nice. I can't go outside without like a beanie, some gloves, and a coat on.
Right? So we got Mr. Nice Guy jumping out to that early lead here in this game of top 10, but we got a lot of plays and a lot of minutes left in the game.
Yeah. Well, we got Vikings knocking on the door at the end zone right now.
First and goal from the 5-yard line and a nice run there right up the gut by Dalvin Cook.
To make it a 2nd and 1.
Yeah.
It is looking really good. I'm hoping that the Vikings can draw first blood and put some points on the board right here. Well, I know I'm almost going to guarantee that they're going to score points here.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that they can get into that end zone because that's a big difference if you're getting a touchdown here over a field goal.
Well, Madison being out this game.
I think I already know the answer to what's going to happen on this play because Brat might have just given it to me because we might be a little behind.
We might be a little behind with our broadcast.
And there it is.
Nice,
it's
tough
TD.
running.
Thank you, Brat, for giving me the update before I could even see it.
Go! Let's go. Dalvin Cook. But I was just going to say before that, I saw some nice plays with Madison out of the lineup. We had to have Abdullah step up into that second running back spot here, and he's doing a nice job early in this game.
Well, I watched him for the Lions a few years, and he's never been a absolute stud back, but he's never been a back that you would hate to have as your
No, the only negative on him I always thought was his ability to hold on to the football. He's had a high fumble rate in his time in the NFL, and that's really because otherwise he's actually a very talented. We just missed that extra point.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, I just got Fishy24 letting us know that mixed the extra point again.
Oh
yeah,
Bailey, one of the most reliable kickers coming into a couple weeks ago in NFL, and just not looking good lately. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of kicking though is mental.
Yeah, for sure.
Like it's confidence and stuff like that. That's why you see guys with those ultra confidence, and I just know kickers are a little weird.
Well, that's for sure. You handle kickers with kit gloves, and it's a lot of mental. But I'm hoping Bailey will get it back together. He's been a very consistent kicker over the recent time here in the NFL. And but the last couple weeks, boy, it's been a little spotty. And just in general, our special teams for the Vikings. If there's a weak spot right now, coming into the season, I would have said our weak spot was the defensive side of the ball.
Oh yeah.
But our defense has made some nice strides.
The
coaches
and those
have done
young
a great
players,
job with the young guys.
Those young players. There's been guys that have stepped up that I didn't expect to step up.
Yep.
Such as who's the guy we've been really high on?
DJ Wanham. Yeah.
DJ Wanham.
I've been super happy
really
with him.
young guy that's been really stepping up for the Vikings this year.
Yeah. But I think
really
the coaching staff has done well with that, and so has those young guys with their play. But the special teams has just been a weakness.
Oh yes, we really need to improve that.
So we got 2 more early games that we've got to predict. We started talking about the Cardinals and the Giants, and we haven't even talked about the Cowboys and the Bengals yet.
Yeah, well,
everybody checking in and tell us about the touchdown and everything. And there you go. I'm just throwing out
Fishy24 and Brat.
Fishy24 and Brat, they're just luck.
There's a whole bunch of luck
throwing
for
it out to
you guys.
Yeah.
Well, what's your thought on the Cardinals-Giants game?
Boy, that's a tough one because, I don't know. Will the Cardinals keep going down into this hole? Are the Giants going to keep on elevating? They look like, they might be the class of the NFC East right now, the Giants. The Cardinals in a tough, NFC West division, and they're just going in opposite directions right now. But I'm going to still go with the Cardinals on this one.
Yeah, I mean, the offensive firepower there is hard to match.
Yeah, yep.
I am going to go opposite view. I'm going Giants. I think that
their defense is
that defense. It's one of the top defenses in the league. I would say top 10 in the NFL right now. Their offense is very doable. As soon as they get Saquon Barkley back next year, I think they could be the Dolphins of next year.
Yeah, for sure.
And just go from being a considered not a great team to next year being a really good playoff team.
Well, I mean, the Giants getting a win against the Seahawks last week proves to me that where they're at currently.
Yeah, and I kind of consider the Seahawks a better version of the Cardinals.
Yeah, in a lot of ways they are.
Mobile quarterback that has really good deep threats. Nice receiving core all around with a lacking defense. That is a lot of what the challenges that the Cardinals present to you. Same as what the Seahawks present to you. I think they're just getting another week of it. My bets, Giants come really prepared for this game.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I thought coming into that game that the Seahawks could kind of had shored up their defense with Carlos Dunbar.
Yeah, me too.
Me too. But just it didn't look like what I thought it was going to look like last week. So I should be going with the Giants after they proved me wrong last week. But
you need one more week.
I need one more week of the Giants just being mean to me. So I'm going Cardinals.
Well, let's talk about that Cowboys-Bengals game.
What's not to love about the Bengals?
Should be interesting. Andy Dalton's return to Cincinnati.
Yeah, I think he's going to be inspired to play well. After all those years in Cincinnati, coming back to the town that he made home for so long. Now coming back to the place of his birth, Texas.
Oh yeah.
Getting the start again this week for the Cowboys. Cowboys got so much talent on the field that it shouldn't actually be a close game. But the way the Cowboys have played this year, you got to think that it's going to be.
I think it's coming down to what team is going to want to win more, because I think they're both really just not great put together teams right now. And it's kind of just win by whoever is less bad this week.
Another stop here by the Vikings. Tom Brady just missing a wide open Godwin out there.
Hey, I like it.
Yeah. No, I'll take it.
With a decently clean pocket as well.
Yeah, he stepped up in the pocket.
Just had to move up a little bit of it. Didn't have anybody coming on him. Forcing that kick. Looking really good for the Vikings right now. My pick between Bengals, Cowboys, I'm going Bengals.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they're going to be a little bit more inspired to win. I think losing Joe Burrow definitely was a huge loss for him, and I definitely would have chosen the Bengals more so if they would have had Joe Burrow. But I think their offense has really been determined this year, and I think they've had that little bit more of continuity through the entire program, and it just felt like the Cowboys have been just all over the place.
It doesn't even like sometimes it's looked like when the Cowboys are out there playing that they don't even care. Like, they don't even care whether they win or lose. You just see some effort deficiencies out there where, sometimes you just got a bad team, but they're efforting, I think the Bengals definitely fall more in that category than the Cowboys do. Cowboys are like this talented team with some key injuries, and then they look like they're like, when is my golf game going to start up here in the offseason?
Yeah.
They just don't look like they're efforting out there. But I'm still going to go with those Dallas Cowboys. Just too much talent on the field.
I mean, it's full of talent.
Yeah.
When you go from Zeke, Amari Cooper, Gallup, who would they just pick? The wide receiver they just picked up in the first round.
Oh, the CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb.
Yep.
I mean, that receiving core paired up with with Andy Dalton and
Amari Cooper and
I was thinking of the running back, Ezekiel Elliott. I mean, it's a crazy offensive firepower that they have. Once they get that line healthy, I think that's going to be a really star-studded offense. It's going to be really good. It's fixing that defense for them is the huge issue.
Yeah. And they've spent a bunch of money on some of those defensive players. You know, Vander Esch has not been able to be healthy for a long time now. Smith's a nice back, but he's a little underweight in the run game. It's an interesting compilation of defense there, and just they've now been able to figure it out for a while. We got 14 seconds left in this game. It looks like Tam Bam's got the win. We'll see. I think everybody in the top 9 is out of plays at this point, so I don't think anyone's going to be able to catch them, but we'll see what the tabulators have to say. A bunch of our top players there in the top 9. Tam Bam with the win in that game of top 10. And congratulations, Tam Bam. That means we're going to get enrolled in a doubleheader game here coming up, Vikings victory. So we're going to go Vikings victory, and right behind it, another Vikings victory.
Oh, yeah. It's a pretty fun duo right there. Let's get started since we've got the 1 o'clock game predictions done.
Yep.
We should get started on national days.
Yeah, we better get it because we're not going to get all this stuff in if we don't hit it.
Oh yeah, well the first national day is National Day of the Horse.
Oh.
Encourages people of the United States to be mindful of the contributions of horses to the economy, history, and character of the United States. I mean, for so long, that was how we got around, was horses and animals and stuff like that. So it's definitely something that has a huge part of our history and still affects our economy to this day.
You know what I think that means? That means my prediction of the Broncos winning is going to come true.
Yes, it's
National Day of the Horse.
Day of the Horse. Oh. Hear that, Mrs. Yaggs? It's National Day of the Horse. Watch your Broncos with some pride.
Well, they're taking on those Panthers. It's not National Day of the Cat. It's National Day of the Horse. So let's just see where that all plays out. But I think that's a good sign for those Broncos. I tell you what, good signs for our Vikings. They just keep on driving every time they've got the ball.
Dalvin Cook has to have over 5 yards of carry now.
Yeah.
And against that Buccaneers defense, that's really good. Led by Mohamed Sanu up front, and then the 2 linebackers of Devin White and Shaq Barrett. Great run-stopping front right there.
Yeah.
And Dalvin Cook has been running through with ease.
Ndamukong Suh is a load in that front, and the Vikings O-line has had no trouble handling him. Mm-hmm. So we'll see here. A good little dump-off pass again out there in the flats. I like that play all day long. That is Boone getting involved in the offense. First time I've seen him get his hands on the football. Nicely done. Conklin out there blocking.
Boone adds a lot of what the same thing Amir Abdullah does.
Yes.
And that's that receiving back out of the backfield, that quick one. He makes that first guy miss with a nice juke and can make a good 5-yard gain out of nothing. Really like that play just by dumping it out into the...
That's a nice play against that man coverage.
Mm-hmm. So, well, let's get into that next National Day.
Yeah, let's hit that. That is National Violin Day, honoring an instrument also known as the fiddle. The bow-stringed instrument loved around the world. Love me some fiddle. You got to give it to the violin. Been getting after it for years and years.
Oh yeah, I mean a classic sound.
That is correct.
It's funny. I've heard a lot of violin make a comeback in rap nowadays.
Really?
Yeah, it's a very interesting addition that's been added to nowadays rap. But I've heard a lot of violin be added into it.
Well, I know that if you're gonna play in Texas, you better have a fiddle in the band. That lead guitar is hot, but not for a Louisiana man. I think Alabama said that. So, little shout out to the violin and the violin in rap songs. Did not know that, but that is good info. Way to be up on your rap game.
Oh yeah.
So National Violin Day, National Horse Day, and we also got a birthday. It's a national birthday today.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
National Guard birthday.
Yeah. All those men and women that do a great job for us.
Commemorates the component of the United States Army, the National Guard.
Thielen, was that Thielen?
Yeah,
almost
Thielen
got
with
that.
a really close touchdown
If he would have grabbed that, that would have been sweet.
Oh yeah, well,
sorry, not to interrupt your
National Guard birthday. The National Guard is primarily composed of citizen soldiers who hold down full-time civilian jobs, attend school, or as if often the case, both. At the same time, I mean, going to school, attending jobs, and they're also in the National Guard. I mean, they're really sacrificing a lot to be a part of it.
Yes.
They are available to provide support and protection to the states of civilians or be called for military operations at a national level. I mean, they sacrifice a lot to be a part of the National Guard.
They do, for sure.
Guard, and really say thank you to all them.
Yeah, thank you for all you guys do, and happy birthday, National Guard. If you're in the National Guard that you're playing with us today, we salute you and we say happy birthday to the National Guard. That's a great day. So great national days here. National Violin Day, National Horse Day, and most importantly, National Guard birthday.
Okay. Well, how do you feel about them Vikings being back in the red zone?
I'll tell you what, I am super excited about how this game has been playing out early. I don't put the Broncos out of it for sure yet. They're a good team. They're going to bounce back, but literally every time, whether we've scored a touchdown, whether we've had to punt, now looks like we're going to have to kick a field goal. The Vikings have driven. And if you can keep that going, if the Buccaneers can't get in, and here's the thing: Todd Bowles, great defensive coordinator, might be able to make some adjustments at halftime. But if you can continue to drive on them all game long, not only does it put points on the board, it also just takes up the clock. So it just creates problems.
No, keeping that offense off the field. Don't let it get into a rhythm. Don't let it get hot and going, because once that offense gets hot, it's a really hard offense to stop.
And we missed the field goal.
Wow.
The kicking game woes just continuing.
Special teams has been a problem for us all year, and it just continues to show itself again and again. Really proven to be a detriment, especially in this game where it could have been a really big help to go up 9-8.
What's that?
Would it be 9-0?
If we just would have kicked that field goal?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been 9-0. And if we would have hit the extra point, it would be 10-0. So things that you just expect, chip shot kicks, that should go in. We expect those kicks to go in from our high school kicker, let alone an NFL kicker. And it's not even like there's a huge crowd in these stadiums right now. So it's not even like any of that kind of stuff going on. Should be an easy kick. I mean, super disappointing. I feel bad for Bailey right now. It's just one of those things that I won't be surprised if this next week we see another kicker in the Vikings training facility doing some kicks. Unfortunately, I mean, I never want to want to wish a person to lose their job.
I really hope that he can figure it out, because he is a good kicker. It just seems like sometimes these kickers get in these mental blocks. They really struggle with making field goals, and then they can never get out of them. I'm really hoping that we can figure out whatever's going on with his leg right now. Get it fixed, and have him kicking field goals like he normally does. I can tell Fishy24 is definitely upset about it, because it got the little
of the banned words and
banned phrases, and so
well, she might have been just trying to send some encouragement and some love to Bailey, and it just sometimes our app mistakes words. So someone else is checking in too. We are rolling in our back-to-back games of Vikings victory right now. So Kanzi 16, one of our finalists for this next week, out there in first place currently. Not so fast. Gutter jumping into first, Kanzi 16 in second, Keeves in third, DNT in fourth, and Sugar Tiffs in fifth. You got
we can tell people are upset right now. We got Brett saying anybody else could kick better. Kel Bell saying really like the comment. I think someone made a comment, one of the announcers on their broadcast, saying that he may not be there after halftime.
I tell you what, that is rough. A lot of times, I will say this, a lot of times punters, for teams where kickers in college or even in high school and can kick decently. And I have seen some NFL teams when the kicker's just in a total mental mess, grab the punter and have the punter come out and do some kicking.
Oh, yeah. No, it wouldn't surprise me. Maybe the holder goes over. Probably the holder is the punter.
Yeah. I see a flag on this nice pickup by the Buccaneers. I'm hoping it's going to come back, but I think it's going to be against the Vikes. Looks like maybe one of our guys got their hands on the face mask.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's talk about some celebrity birthdays. And our first celebrity birthday is a pretty cool lady. In 1818, on today, Mary Todd Lincoln was born, First Lady of the United States, married to Abraham Lincoln.
That is correct. So happy birthday, Mary Todd Lincoln. We had, born in 1913, Archie Moore, great champion boxer, born on this day.
Oh, yeah.
Nice stop there.
That run defense for the Vikings has been really good.
Yeah. Early in the season, that was one of our weaknesses. And as of late, they're playing a lot better.
I've watched them week in and week out against these teams. Whenever the team runs, it's felt like it's been in the Vikings' favor.
Yeah.
The pass game we're still getting better at, and I think our pass rush has improved immensely. Our cornerback coverage needs to improve a little bit, but I could definitely see improvements, and I think next year we could be looking at a completely different Vikings defense.
Mike Zimmer is a great defensive mind, and it showed off that him and his coaches know how to coach and get these young guys prepared. We definitely are seeing improvement in that defense week in and week out. And yeah, even the Buccaneers, with a really nice run game that the Buccaneers have, they're struggling to get that run game fully going.
And look at that! We're just seeing Tua get the first touchdown against the Chiefs.
Yeah.
They're up 10-0 right now in the second quarter. We do talk about how the Chiefs do get in this lull for the first 3 quarters and then pick it up in that fourth quarter. Let's see if the Dolphins can create a big enough lead to be able to beat them out, because I know that defense can definitely slow down them in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I literally feel like sometimes I think that the Chiefs are unmotivated for 3 of the quarters. That is an amazing catch.
Wow.
Unfortunate for us. That was a great throw and an amazing catch for the Buccaneers, and they might take the lead here after the Vikings have completely dominated them the entire first half up till this point. And off one beautiful play.
This is not something I'm that worried about, because if they're getting their touchdowns off of big plays like this, I know they can't do this consistently.
No, that's not a play that you can just do every play. I mean, we're in pretty good coverage there. We're a little behind. We're a step behind on that.
Miller is a speedy wide receiver for Tampa Bay. Been one of Tom Brady's favorite deep ball targets all year long.
Absolutely.
And you can tell here why. Because he can just take off.
I guess Tom Brady's been hearing all that noise about how he can't complete the long ball, and just throws a dime to Miller there. And but yeah, unfortunately, because of our kicking game woes, this should be going for them to be us up 10-7. But unfortunately, this might be them taking the lead right here.
Yes. I do think, though, that we're going to go right back on the field and put together another driving series. And I think that as long as we keep that up all night long, we're going to be in fine.
Yeah, I agree.
Even with our kicking woes, those will be fixed. We'll start hitting those little chip shot field goals and stuff like that. I believe in the Vikings kicker. Yeah. I think that right now it's really bad, and if they do need to switch to the punter, I think the punter will kick the field goals just as good.
Yeah.
And I think we'll be fine.
I don't know how Colquitt is as a kicker, and maybe it's not him. Maybe it's another guy on the team that's that backup kicker in game situations.
Well, Adam Thielen action.
Adam Thielen, I like to see him kick it.
Justin Jefferson. A little reminiscence of when Chad Ochocinco kicked field goals.
How about Ezra Cleveland? Let's just Ezra Cleveland out there, have him kick one. We'll just see what happens there. But we got a long way to go, and if they can do a nice long drive, eat up the rest of that clock here, go down and drive on them just like they've been doing all game long, and let's punch one in the end zone and go into halftime, up 13-7 is what I'm hoping for. and use up the rest of that clock and just dominate this first half, except for basically one play.
Oh, yeah. Well, quick checking in with the game that we got going on. We got about a minute left of getting your plays in. But Dave, 2004 in first place. Sugar Tips in second. Third is Conzi 16. Fourth is Brina. And fifth is Chrissy 1965.
I think nobody in the top 9 has any plays left.
Yeah, 6th DNT. 7th Keeves. 8th Gutter. And in 9th is Fishy 24.
A bunch of our top players out there, and we got 30 seconds left. Someone would have to come out in this 30 seconds and come from outside the top 9 with a bunch of big plays to get that first place.
Yeah,
win.
I don't think we're going to see it. I think we're going to see a good Dave 2004 win right here.
We got 12 seconds remaining on that. Well, we are on next celebrity birthday.
It's a pretty cool one.
Yeah, I like this actor. Think he is a very funny guy. Physical comedy expert for sure. Dick Van Dyke, actor, comedian, born in 1925.
Oh, yeah. What has Dick Van Dyke all been in?
Well, I know Mary Poppins. He had the Dick Van Dyke Show.
Yes, I knew that.
He also played like a doctor in a TV series, like I would have said in the 80s, I think it was, where he had where he was a doctor. I'm trying to think of some of the other stuff he's done. There it is, Dave 2004 getting the win. Congratulations, Dave. And that means we're getting enrolled for this second of the doubleheader of Vikings victory games coming up here in just over 4 minutes to get enrolled in that.
Oh, yeah. Fun little fact about Dick Van Dyke, he started off in radio.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, he started off in radio, then worked his way to the television screen, and then started doing film as like the latest part of his career.
Okay.
So it went radio to radio and stage, where he was doing like stage acting.
Okay.
And performing live radio. Turned it into television.
Okay.
Just shows like probably. Let me see. Such as
here goes our Vikings drive there, not just
WDSU TV New Orleans, Channel 6, NBC, just as made his way past then, and then made his way into the film industry, and is mostly known for his work in film.
Nice screenplay there to Conklin to get the drive underway. So nice start to the drive here for the Vikings. And we're getting it going here. We got just over 3 minutes left to get enrolled in this next game of Vikings victory as we roll through this first half of the Vikings, which we've absolutely dominated, but we were trailing by 1 point due to the woes in our kicking game. But
well,
if
you look at yards that we've put up compared to them, it's
nice run.
Wow, look, QB slide.
Yeah.
At the end of that run, I think he realized, I'm surrounded by red jerseys.
And he just went down.
Better not take the hit and just slide right there.
Yeah.
Great play by Dalvin Cook, moving around.
Oh, maybe just
slipped. He lost his shoe.
He's had a little bit of, on this Tampa Bay turf, I've seen him just lose his footing several times. I don't know if he needs some longer cleats or something going on out there, but he's struggled out there on the Tampa field.
Not too much, though.
No, he's had a good game, but I've just seen where it could have been bigger gains.
Oh, there's those. We were talking about it, how we wanted the screen game to be used as a part of basically the run game.
Yep.
And when Dalvin Cook's out, you see them use that little quick screen to Irv Smith Jr. to get the first down.
Well, 2 of our 3 plays so far this drive have been quick screens to tight ends.
Well, getting Conklin outside of that front part of the defense, where it's really manned up with. We talked about it so many times already today with Mohamed Sanu and Devin White being the two-head monster right there. Getting it outside of them, being able to make plays right there and basically get extensions of the run game, it's huge.
Well, here we go. We're getting that drive going again. Couldn't get much there on that one. It's going to be about a 0 gain of yards. We got just over a minute left to get enrolled in this next game of Vikings victory. Let's see.
Brat is checking in. She says it looks like it's top 10, not Vikings.
Oh, okay. Well,
if you're getting a little bit of Vikings action, a little bit of top 10 action, just let us know.
Yeah, I guess so. Must be top 10. Just the way our schedule had read that it was a back-to-back Vikings game, but that must have been changed up. So, but yeah, so if it's top 10, go ahead and get enrolled. And,
play a little bit of top 10. I would, we're scheduled for Vikings, but it could always get switched up on us.
It might have got changed. We're
not tabulators.
We are not the tabulators.
That's what it comes down to. We don't schedule the games all that often.
That's right. Well, I schedule the games.
You schedule the games a lot.
Yeah.
I do not. So I don't know anything on that side.
Well, let's send some luck out there to Brat. Here, I'll
keeping us on track.
That's right.
Making sure that we know what's going on. We got also, I think Fishy24 making sure we're keeping on the right track. A little bit of luck for you as well, Fishy24. You guys are always keeping us right. Babe Bliss letting us know it's top 10. All right, so now we're getting rolling on some top 10.
There you go.
Which usually means that we're going to be playing some Vikings victory after this.
Yeah, I would say that means the next game will be Vikings victory. They just got us. We were on, and they must have made a change in this. We were on basically in every other, but we had that at the 12, at the 12:24 or 12:45. And 1 o'clock game was a doubleheader of Vikings victory, and they must have did a little change up in that. So there we go. But we are rolling in this next game.
And look at that, luck is flowing right to Fishy24 for letting us know.
Yeah.
Already in first place.
Nice. Well, we went through the national days. We went through some of these celebrity birthdays. I'm not sure who this gentleman is. Born in 1927, Christopher Plummer, an actor out there.
Oh, let's. I'll look up Christopher Plummer.
All right. That's our next celebrity birthday. We got to make sure we are now into. The bottom half of the broadcast here. We got just this game and 2 more with you guys. We are looking forward to it.
Okay. I think I know who Christopher Plummer is now. He was in a lot of really good movies. He was in The Sound of Music, All the Money in the World, Beginners, Knives Out, The Insider.
He's the dad in Sound of Music, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a voice actor in the movie Up. Okay. Was in absolute classic, one of my favorite movies of all time. What I consider a top 5 greatest movie of all time.
Oh, yeah, I know where you're going with this. Yeah.
You know exactly. I think you have a tendency to rate close to what I am.
No, it's a treasure. For sure.
It really is. A little play on words right there. We love a little national treasure.
Absolutely.
It's mostly for my my love for Nicolas Cage.
One of the great actors of our time.
I love it how my love for Nicolas Cage came about.
Yeah.
It's such a funny thing, because do you know why it's come about? Why I love Nicolas Cage so much?
I don't know. Tell me.
It's because I went to a Catholic high school, and in the church there's a little mural of a saint.
Oh,
and
he
looks just like Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, it does look like it.
And so whenever I'd go to church on Thursdays and we'd have church day, I'd always look and I'd be like, that looks like Nicolas Cage. And
all right, Bailey's gonna try a 54-yarder here. We'll see what happens on this kick.
See, not much better than the other kicks. Far miss.
I'm thinking maybe they should hand him a razor to shave that mustache before he goes out and kicks again. Maybe the mustache is setting him off balance.
Yeah, it does seem that something is going off with him right now.
If he had more like an Amish beard kind of thing going on, maybe that would help him. We'll see.
Mr. Yag's beard, you may say.
Yeah. Does he have an Amish beard?
No, he doesn't have an Amish beard. He's just got a big long beard.
He's got a big long beard, yeah. He's got the luscious locks, for sure. I was thinking when I said that shaving off the
mustache. Just to have the no mustache and just the big beard.
Yeah.
No, I was just saying he may need just a big old beard like Mr. Yags.
Yeah.
I just feel like that adds plus whatever you're doing.
It does.
A giant beard like that.
The luck flows for sure. Well, I'm going to go over one more time those finalists here for this next Wednesday. Of course, it's a finals week here. Let's just talk about that. The 7 that got in through our open session play was Mama Bear, Jackpot 108, Big Schmidt, Scuba Steve, Dark Horse, She-Devil, and Kanzi 16 all got into those finals through the open session play.
Oh, yeah, and then for those top scores in our games, such as Top 10, Top Dog, Meso Perch, Pride of Minnesota, and Vikings Victory, those top 5 players are right here. Fishy 24, Family Guy, Milky, RJ 5616, and Anita Alibi all got those top scores, making them into those finals. Really good play by all those 12 these last couple weeks.
Yeah, and make sure you're here at 6 o'clock for those finals. Root those 12 on, but also play yourself so you can win that consolation prize of $100. So there's $10,000 pot going for those 12 finalists, but there's another $100 for you guys to play along and root them on, but root yourself on and win $100. That's going to be this Wednesday at 6 p.m. immediately after our happy hour show. We are going to still have all of our broadcasts this next week. We have our lunch at noon. We'll have our happy hour at 5, and we'll be playing alongside with you all of our games on our Player Connect app. If you're watching us on Facebook, make sure if you haven't downloaded that Player Connect app, do so. You can play along with us. You can be a part of that finals, and you can be part of all these broadcasts that we do at lunch hour and happy hour each day. We got a great week coming up for you guys, and it is a PCS finals week for sure, so we're super excited about that. Well, moving through some more of those celebrity birthdays, we've got who we got for that next birthday?
John Davidson, born in 1941, actor and singer.
Okay,
I'm not a huge John Davidson guy, but it may be just because I don't know who I'm even talking about.
Yeah, usually it's a lot of times I just don't know without looking at them. Trying to see if I recognize him. I don't think I've seen him in a long time now. Let's see. He was in Edward Scissorhands.
Really?
More recent.
That's a big film.
Yeah.
I've always thought Edward Scissorhands was one of the weirder films that are really popular.
Yeah, it's definitely anything with Johnny Depp, and it's
a little weird.
A little weird. He likes to bring that kind of edge to his work for sure.
Fishy24 saying, throw me some luck for the finals, ? Okay, yeah, no, here, I'll stack you up with some luck.
All right, here we go.
Here, stack you up. This is how this works. Okay, boom, boom. Condense it down into a little package, so you can keep a hold of it. I got a timer right here. Okay. Set it for Wednesday.
All right.
Boom. Set for Wednesday. Attached to the luck. There you go. Now it's ready to be packaged and sent out.
There you go, Fishy24.
And there's some luck for the finals for you. That will be time released for the finals for you.
That time release usually works really, really well. So
it definitely used to work back when we were in the bars.
Yeah, for sure. We used it a bunch of times, and it seemed to just almost work every time. Well, the next birthday is a Michigander, familiar for not only a great singer-musician, but outspoken political guy. Also does a lot of outdoor, like hunting, fishing type stuff.
He's a real good guy.
Yeah, he's controversial for sure. Yeah, but that is Ted Nugent, born in 1949. Good guy is, I guess, depending on...
depending on what you think is of a good guy.
Yeah, interesting guy for sure.
I didn't know he was from. I didn't know if he was from Michigan.
Yeah, big outdoor sportsman. Continues to live in Michigan to this day. Yeah. Yep. Kind of a Midwest guy, but he has a lot of classic hits. out there for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Of classic rock type stuff.
Well, the next birthday in 1989, Taylor Swift was born.
Another singer.
Yeah, during my birthday this year, I was talking about how it's my Taylor Swift year.
Oh,
because
that may need some more explanation.
Because she sings the song because I'm feeling 22.
Oh,
and I turned 22 this year.
Yeah.
And so
I do remember that. We all sang it.
So
while we were driving down the road on your birthday.
Oh yeah, it was a great time. But I had my Taylor Swift year this year, and so it's happy birthday, Taylor Swift.
There you go.
I didn't realize that Taylor Swift was 10 years older than me though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a lot older than I expected.
Yeah.
Very young looking.
She does look very young. Yes, for sure. Well, whether you got cat scratch fever or you got 22, we got a birthday for you today. That is all of our celebrity birthdays now. Happy birthday to all of our celebrities, and hopefully, if any of you guys have a birthday, you've let us know. We haven't heard about anybody yet, but we'd send you some luck if your birthday is today as well. So, yeah, we got that work done. We got to still hit our charity spotlight of the week.
Oh, Missy, 1, 2, 3, just saying luck. Need some luck here.
Okay, here, I'll pile you up.
I think we may be missing it. There it is, but there's the official win of Keeves getting that first place spot of $17,875. Points.
Points, yeah. We might have missed our opportunity. But that luck will hold over to this next game here for you, Missy. So, just apply it as you get enrolled in this next game here.
Brat getting into that was still in that top 9, I think. Was in 8th place, but it froze on their last spin. Wasn't able to get their last spin in, but was still able to score into that top 8. Okay. Really good score. Didn't look like they had enough to get into that first place spot though.
All right. Well, we got just under 4 minutes to get enrolled in this next game. We've got a great game happening here with our Vikings and the Buccaneers. It's turned out to be everything we were hoping for. It is a tight game that the Vikings have looked really good on offense, driving down, getting into scoring position most of the time. Our kick game has failed us, but our defense has been playing really well. Minus one large play.
I mean, this has been the more impressive drive. This drive after the touchdown, where they put together a couple plays that they've had all game.
Yes.
I'm really hoping that this isn't a consistency thing. This is a little bit of a momentum thing. I think if we could get a stop here, force them to get a field goal. They only go up 10-6 right here.
Yeah.
I think that'd be huge. Has the momentum go our way actually?
Yep.
Because they really haven't been able to finish off a drive. And have only had big plays to score.
Yeah.
I think
unfortunately for the Vikings, the Buccaneers will get the ball coming out of half, and so they'll get another offensive possession after halftime. But we do need to get a stop here. Hold this to 10-6. That would be a big stop. Maybe if we can get a stop right here on this 3rd and 6, we still could have enough time to maybe put some points on the board. I'm really not feeling good about getting out there and getting in field goal range.
And with 2 timeouts left.
But we do have enough time, possibly. We'll see how much time gets used up and if we can get the stop. But we got Harrison Smith coming up. Looks like he's going to blitz. Nope, he drops back into coverage. Did they got enough room to get the first out? Nope, they got him.
Good play by that Viking.
The penalty comes in late.
Defense with a penalty coming in late. Hopefully it is a offensive penalty. But we got Babe Bliss checking in saying, please send me some luck. Okay. Here's some luck, Babe Bliss, before this match gets started.
All right, here we go, Babe Bliss. Some luck for you. There, it is coming your way right now.
Oh, yeah. Well, the whole reason we play pilot games is because of the charities.
Absolutely.
And we have a great charity, and it's our last chance to be able to go over this charity.
That's right.
And that's the Climb Theater. The Climb Theater uses the power of live theater to inspire people to build a better community. Their customized plays help deal with bullying or build resiliency, teach accountability, or reinforce empathy. Whatever your objective, their innovative approach will produce a play that students and adults will remember long after the show is over. I mean, the Climb Theater creates organized plays, classes, workshops, and they build accountability, resiliency, empathy, advocacy, and self-control. I mean, they've absolutely killed it in the community, helping a lot of people out with a lot of different issues. It just seems like a great thing.
Yeah.
And you said Tony got to meet with them one time.
Yeah, I think I don't know how long ago it was, but he mentioned in one of the chats that he got to meet, or maybe it was on the broadcast, he got to meet those guys, really great people, and just really great work that they're doing out there. Unfortunately, that penalty was against our Vikings. I think it was a targeting call against Harrison Smith. Yeah, that he came in kind of late into that tackle, and his shoulder, got the helmet of.
Well, before we move off of the charity spotlight, if you play at the Mermaid or Roosevelt Bar in Eveleth, those are locations that support the Climb Theater.
Great work that they're doing, and great when you get a chance to play there and support that wonderful charity. So we are going to get a pass interference call, I think.
Yeah, I think that's a pass interference. I'm really hoping, since we did grab the interception, that I was hoping that it was going to be more of they were going after the ball, but I think there was a little bit of early contact there.
Well, what's interesting is this flag comes in from the back judge. The judge that's right in front of that to see whether that's a pass interference or not calls no flag, but the guy behind that has no ability to see whether that's pass interference or not by that DB calls that flag. I don't like the position of the ref that called that flag.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that wasn't pass interference, but I don't like the positioning of the referee that calls that. That's a little of assumption of a pass interference more than it was seeing it.
Yes, for sure. Well, there's M. Brown getting to an early lead, but we are in a very early parts of this game of, well, I don't know what we're playing.
I'm guessing that we're in Vikings victory. Yeah.
And I'm sure we'll get Brat Fishy 24 or one of the many people that like to tell us what's going on.
Yeah, clarify that for us. I'm sure we'll hear from them. But it looks like the Buccaneers are going to get another score here, touchdown, and they're going to get the ball coming out of the half. Unfortunate because the Vikings have dominated
this. You look at the score and you think, oh, the Tampa Bay. This is what we expected. Them to just win against the Vikings, but really the Vikings have been beating Tampa Bay, and the Vikings have just been beating themselves.
Well, you had the two huge penalties here in this drive. I'm not saying it's not a good drive by the Buccaneers, but they got to stop on there. They're going to have to kick a field goal, and Harrison Smith gets called for a penalty on that, and that gets that. Then we get the pass interference again to keep their drive alive again there, and then they get another touchdown versus a field goal in that situation. Of course, we've had two makeable field goals, not able to get in, not an extra point as well. And so that the fact that we've dominated the clock, had nice drives almost every time we've had the football, just kind of negated by a few plays that just a nice long pass play by Brady, and then this drive here where a couple penalties really cost us. But
well, we got Fishy 24 let me know and said it was Vikings victory that we're playing right now.
That's what we thought.
Sweet. Now we know.
That probably means that our final game here after this will be top 10 is what I'm
Yes.
guessing. Yeah. So, but we are rolling there. One more time to go over to those prizes that went out this week.
Yeah.
We had Fun Fair 66 getting a Vikings stocking hat.
Yeah, so did Burger as well in that 4th place spot because that 4th and 5th were the same prize.
Yeah, really nice
Really
stocking hat.
sweet. It's the sideline cold game stocking hat that the Vikings wear on the sideline. It's a really nice hat. Burger and Fun Fair 66, you're really going to enjoy that, and it's going to be great for wearing during this winter.
I know there was a little bit of conversation this week of what's the difference between a beanie and a stocking hat. And a stocking hat's more that toque style hat, where you got the big ball on top. It's got the fold over big, thing,
Yes.
and it's a little bit more of a triangle.
And it puffs up.
Yeah.
You got a little bit more hat than head can fill.
Exactly. Beanie's a little tighter to the head. It still may have the fold up, but tighter to the head, not the big ball. That's
I would agree. I agree. That's the difference.
Yeah. That's not, I'm not a fashion expert, so that may not be the technical difference between a toque or stocking hat and a beanie. But I know there was some conversation about that this week. The Vikings baseball hat goes out for a second time to Mad Dog. Mad Dog's now got himself a Christmas present for some lucky person in his life. And so Mad Dog, a model of consistency is what Mad Dog is.
It really is.
Yes.
Good job, Mad Dog, winning that Vikings hat once again. Then in second place, that signed mini helmet by Kirk Cousins, that went out to Bucks.
Yeah, nice prize for Bucks out there.
We're really gonna have to see Kirk Cousins, I think, step it up this second half of the game because I've watched Dalvin Cook do his job.
Yeah.
And getting those really nice runs. I need to see him be more effective off of play action, hit a couple more deeper shots, be able to expose that man-to-man coverage and have some really momentum shifting plays. Hitting Justin Jefferson or Adam Thielen deep downfield.
That's what the Chiefs did to the Buccaneers a couple weeks ago, where they just, they were able to, maintain that pocket for a little longer, and then hit Hall on those deep balls as that man-to-man coverage broke down a little bit.
Oh yeah.
But, this is the interesting thing here right now is I normally would think, okay, listen, we got 44 seconds left on the clock. The way they've been driving, we can get into field goal range and possibly kick a field goal here with the time that we've got left, and that's still left to be seen. But I just don't have the confidence at all right now of us being able to kick a field goal. So, I think we're going to have to go down and score a touchdown, which, really is a tougher proposition than getting into field goal range. So that's with the kicking woes that we've got, that is just a really hard thing to do.
I don't think Missy 123 is and Babe Bliss or Pratt are all doing pretty well this game because they're all saying they're doing about as good as our kicker.
Yeah, that's not good. Although I see Babe Bliss in fourth place currently, out there with 3 minutes and 25 seconds left to go. We got in first place Keeves, in sixth Seabear 25, in seventh Jackpot Jen, in eighth BZ1, in second place we got M Brown, in third Gutter. In fourth, there's Babe Bliss. And Babe Bliss still has a few plays left. The only one in the top 5. Oh, that's when, on December 12th, basically yesterday was the anniversary of when the Metrodome collapsed under snow.
Yes, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was 2010.
I completely forgot that even happened.
Yeah, I remember watching a video where they showed, the guy that was like in there doing maintenance work in the stadium, and he said he heard that roar, and then all of a sudden they're coming out and just trying to get out of there.
Oh, I would be running so fast.
Yeah. So
that'd be so scary.
Yeah, so that was the anniversary yesterday of that happening 10 years ago. So, yeah.
See, it's not looking too good for the Vikings right now.
Have to punt it
They're in 4th and 7 with still 30 seconds left. Going for it would be too dangerous at this point.
What I don't want to see is the Buccaneers get into field goal range here now this time.
Yeah, you don't get it, and they're already in field goal range. So it's a must-go punt. I've really liked how well we've been punting this game, so I'm not that worried about it this time. I think it's just going to be safe. Probably the Tampa Bay kneels it out for the rest of the half, gets the ball after halftime, and
we'll see. Unless that's no risk it, no biscuit is Arians saying. So you never know with Arians if he might go for it here to get into that field goal range. It would just take a couple of completions with 21 seconds left to get into field goal range and possibly get some more points on the board. But we'll see right here coming up. But they are gonna.
Here it is. I'm a native California for a long time in my life. I went away from it for 25 years. You won't catch me dead living in the Northeast anymore. Quote by Tom Brady.
Well, there you go. But yeah, we'll see if they try to. He is in shotgun, so it looks like they're going to try to get into field goal range here on this series and see. And then, like we said, coming out of half, they are going to get the ball back. So. Nice little pickup there for them. They got 12 seconds left. They're going to have a really good next play to get into field goal range and be able to get out there and kick a field goal. But I'm hoping they won't get those 3 points. For sure hope they don't get a touchdown out of this because they're going to get that ball coming out of the second half. So we'll see where that all falls. Vikings, unfortunately, dominating most of the first half, but being down by 8 points right now.
Well, here's a little stats for you.
Looks like Keeves is going to get that win here. We'll see.
Right now, Dalvin Cook is averaging 5.2 yards per rush for 78 yards. Kirk Cousins is 10 for 15 for 97 yards. I mean, there is not a lot to be mad about this half for the Vikings. I mean, Tom Brady just has 20 yards under what Tom Brady has, with Ronald Jones having a good, only averaging 3 yards per carry for only 33 yards in the half.
And a lot of that Tom Brady yardage, he's only 50% completion. Is that right? Or is he?
Yeah, no, 8 for 12. He's 8 for 12 right now.
So a little better than that. But it looks like they're going to try to kick a field goal here. They're trying to spike the ball. They were able to clock it with 1 second left on the clock, so they're going to try a long field goal here. We'll see what happens. There's Keeves. Officially now, the tabulators give the win to Keeves, so congratulations, Keeves. And then we're in our final game of the broadcast. I'm assuming it is a top 10 game. Looking forward to seeing where that goes here. And if I can't believe this has flown by here. We've had a great time hanging out with you guys, playing some pilot games on the Player Connect app and watching our Vikings play.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, it looks like they're going to take a touchdown shot on this 1 second play.
Let's see. Well, it looks like they have just a little bit of they're behind the 50-yard line. So that kicking it with your kicker seems a little bit.
Well,
that's a launch of a kick.
They're on the Viking side of the 50. It would be still a really super long kick.
That would be a long. It would be a close to a 60-yard kick right there.
Yeah, I'd have to see.
And
exactly
I don't know if I would trust the Vikings, Tampa Bay's kicker to kick that field goal right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're saying, okay, I think Tom Brady can get it into the end zone.
Oh, they're in range for that.
We got Mike Evans right here. I'm going to try to launch it up, and I'm really hoping that it doesn't work out. They're putting the one-on-one matchup with Mike Evans. My guess is they're going to the one-on-one.
They go Antonio Brown as well. They're going to the
they're going to the trips. You got Gronkowski deep down there, and then, oh, wow. That was almost caught by Chris Godwin.
Yeah, they got a flag on the play. We'll see what they call here on this. That was almost disaster on the tip ball. That's of course what happens on these
Yeah,
plays.
It gets tipped around a little bit, and then someone comes up with it that you don't want to.
They called pass interference on the Vikings. And so Buccaneers are going to get another shot at it here.
Yeah, that may – well, since it's a pass interference right there, where does the ball get moved to?
Well, it's the spot of the foul, so it's down there really close to the goal line. That
so they may just kick a field goal.
They might just kick a field goal. We'll see where they –
Really bad foul for the
Hasn't that been the story of
We've been talking about this entire half has been just – them ruining it for themselves. Not a great great start.
No, unfortunately.
For the Vikings this half, but I've seen them come down from worse. They're down now 17-6.
We're going to have to get a defensive stop here on this first drive in the second half. Between defensive foul-ups, between kicking game foul-ups, the offensive has played really well, but two-thirds of the team has just
it's
kicked
kind
themselves
of
in the
funny.
foot.
We're down right now 17-6, 11 points down, and we lead in total yards.
Yeah, we lead in total yards. I guess we lead in time of possession as well.
Yeah, we do. We lead in time of possession. We lead in total yards. We lead in completion percentage. We lead in yards per carry.
Yep.
We lead in pretty much every single offensive statistic besides getting it into the actual end zone.
Well, here's two statistics that we lead in that I think is really the tale of the head, and that is missed kicking opportunities and bad fouls, bad penalties at bad times. We lead in those two categories as well. Well, we got under a minute left to get enrolled in this next game, and I believe that is a game of top 10, and we will get that rolling here in just a second, and that's going to be the last game of this broadcast. We've been having a great time with you guys. Unfortunately, our Vikings didn't have a great outcome to the first half, but we'll see how the second half brings, because we have dominated in time of possession, like we said, in total yards, in every offensive category that you can think of. Just come on the wrong side of a bunch of stuff. We'll be back here with you guys next Sunday as the Bears come to town. Our last home game of the season. And the Bears right now coming into this game today at 5-7. The Vikings at 6-6. We'll see where that comes out after this Sunday, but that's the game next Sunday. It's another noon game. That means we're going to have the broadcast at 11:30. We'll kick off our broadcast with you guys. Will be here for Game Day on the December 20th, this next Sunday, just like we always love to be here with you guys for the Vikings game. That is, as we got, we're rolling in this last game of the broadcast now.
Well, let's talk some of the scores that have happened this halftime of the games that we predicted. We got Titans-Jaguars, Titans leading 17-3.
Not a big surprise on that one.
Chiefs-Dolphins, Chiefs leading 14-10. At one point, the Dolphins were leading 10-0.
Yes.
Interesting how that's went about. Broncos leading against the Panthers 13-7. Texans losing right now to the Bears 23-7.
Wow.
So Bears looking really nice right now. Cardinals beating the Giants 13-0. Cowboys beating the Bengals 17-7.
Yeah, and I guess it's expected that the Cowboys and the Broncos would get a win with it being National Horse Day.
Oh yeah. It's got to be. That's what it happens. Well, some of the later games we got going on, we should do quick ones.
Yeah,
I'm not going to explain. I'm not explaining my pick. None of it.
No explaining.
I'm going, okay, Colts, Raiders. Who are you feeling? No explanation.
No explanation. I'm going to go Colts in this one.
Real good pick. I'm going to have to go Raiders.
Yep. You don't even have to explain it.
Nope.
I think that's a good pick as well. We got Jets, Seahawks. I'm going Seahawks.
I'm going Seahawks as well. And I don't think we even need to explain this.
That one, I think everybody already knows the explanation. Dumpster fire is what that's called, that the Seahawks are playing. Packers, Lions. Where are you going on this one?
Oh, I think we already explained my prediction for this one. Lions all day.
Yeah, I'm going Lions too, because I can't put the words in my mouth of a Packers win.
Falcons, I know who can though.
Yes.
That's who was it that said that? I'm gonna find it.
While you figure that out, we got Falcons, Chargers. I'm gonna go Falcons on this one.
No, Mr. Nice Guy.
Mr. Nice
Guy. Packers fan right there. He's definitely rooting for him.
Yeah.
And which one were you picking?
Falcons, Chargers.
Falcons. Who'd you pick?
I got Falcons.
Falcons. I'm picking Chargers.
We got the Washington football team and the 49ers. I think this is going to be a tight game.
This is going to be a good one. A defensive matchup.
Yep.
I'm going Washington.
All right, I'll go 49ers on that one. We got Saints and Eagles. I don't think there's much of a...
I'm going Eagles.
All right, a little Jalen Hurts inspired action. I'm going Saints on that one. Tonight's game, we got Steelers-Bills, another really good game.
I feel like we should give some explanation to this one.
To the
Bills? Because Bills Steelers, this is a little bit more intense of a game.
It's a good game.
Like, This is a really good game right here. This is a top teams. Steelers coming off of their first loss of their 11-1 season.
Yes.
Bills right now 9-3. Both really good teams right now, playing some really nice football.
Yeah. I think that a nice young coach in Sean McDermott. They're with the Bills, and then you got Mike Tomlin, great coach for the Steelers.
When you talk about the Bills and the offseason move that they made, picking up Stephon Diggs from us, usually you have someone who clearly won the divorce.
Yeah.
But in this situation, I do feel like it was an equal parties trade.
Oh.
And we ended up getting Justin Jefferson, who I think gives us a lot of the same attributes that Stephon Diggs does. You can't. It's hard to even argue that because he's fourth right now in yards, receiving yards.
I think 2 yards ahead of Diggs coming into the game today.
Yes, exactly. So a lot of times you see that, and I'm really happy to see Stephon Diggs thriving for the Bills. That's
a big part of why Josh Allen has really come up this year.
Oh yeah, he has that consistent target that he can, in times where he's like nobody's open, throw it to Stephon Diggs.
Yep.
Well, I'm going Bills right here. I think Steelers, they took a loss last week. I think they're gonna struggle again this game. I think that Bills defense, they've been stepping up more and more as the seasons went on. And that Bills offense is coming together, and they were really hot in the beginning. Took a little lull and took those 3 losses, and they've really looked strong since then. So I'm going Bills for the win.
I think that's an excellent pick. I think that trending-wise, just even though it was the first loss for the Steelers, I think we've seen a trend from them as they've just, injuries, different things have just compiled up. Their lack of sticking with the run game, a lot of things that have just, I feel like it's been a cumulative thing that finally accumulated into a loss. But it's been a long time coming for the Steelers.
Yes.
They've been in a downward trend for a little while, even though their record is excellent with 11-1. It's hard to argue.
They've had a benefit of a weaker schedule.
They have. Bills, like you say, it looked like they had a little period where you're like, ooh, wow, things are kind of coming apart at the seams, but then they seem to right the ship, and that looks. So I think that's a great pick for you. But I am going to go with the Steelers. Great culture, great team.
What you usually say is, and I usually agree with this, and I'm going a little bit against of how I normally pick. You say Coach QB.
Yep.
And
Coach QB defense, and for sure is that's
Steelers all the way.
Yeah. Yep.
So if you're picking Steelers, I mean that's awesome. I mean they're coming off a loss, refocused up. I know a lot of times these teams they start winning a lot. They're 11-0, and they forget what it is like to lose.
Yep. A lot of times a loss can help a team,
and it reminds them how to win games.
Yeah.
And so you may see a revitalized Steelers tonight.
No doubt about that. And I do think most good teams don't often get 2 losses in a row.
No.
You see these NFL teams, they'll get a loss, but they won't get a second loss in a row. That usually spells bad things for the team in a bigger way than maybe a loss, a win, and a loss than 2 losses in a row. Just because that just starts a downward spiral for the mentality. And so much about, you mentioned the kicking game so much is mental. So much the whole, all of sports really.
Is mental.
But is mental. Thinking you're going to win oftentimes brings it to fruition. We got Bree Ricks.
Wow,
in first place.
I'm looking at Bucks though.
Yeah.
Only about 900 behind with quite a few plays. Looking like going to put up a really high score in this last game.
Bucks has been playing well all day. I've noticed that. We got Sweet Pea in 6th, Fishy 24 in 7th, Bryna in 8th, and Sea Bear 25 in 9th. But yeah, we're keeping an eye on Bucks now. Only look at that. Under 400 points behind with plays to go. You got Dave 2004 in third. We had M. Brown in fourth.
Oh yeah, well, when Vikings stuff is going on, Bucks seems to show out with Bucks winning that helmet from Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we're going to see how this finishes out in this last minute and a half.
And so just to make it official, you win Steelers.
I went Steelers.
I went Bills.
Yep.
Final game, tomorrow's game, Monday night game, Ravens-Browns. I'm going Browns. I think the run game, the Browns have been really good. I saw one of the best games of Baker Mayfield's career last week. I think it's a different Browns team this year. They're actually a playoff team this year. I'm going Browns win over the Ravens.
I'll tell you what, coming in the season, I would have thought that was a terrible pick. Now I think that's a good pick. You know, Kevin Stefanski, I've said this multiple times in the broadcast, he's just been the adult in the room. You know, I think Browns have long time lacked that. He's done a great job. Of course, one of our favorite coaches has been the offensive coordinator for a long time for the Vikings. And he's going out and proved that he's a great head coach as well with what he's done so far with the Browns. Really a great win for the Browns last week. I thought an important win for them to establish that they are that playoff caliber team, that they actually could get a win in the playoffs. So, you know, really, really good team. Ravens seem like a team kind of on the other side of things. You know, they were battling some COVID problems there, so you know, I think they're on the other side of that. But it also seems like the NFL is just kind of caught up to a Lamar Jackson skill set and what he's bringing to the table. I think Lamar, though, is a guy that's a hard worker, will continue to effort to become a better quarterback.
Yes, I wouldn't bet against Lamar Jackson just because of the pure talent that he is as a player.
Yeah.
He just needs to take that next mental aspect, and I think also their playbook has to take that next mental aspect and incorporate trust him to make all the reads in the playbook, open up everything to him.
Offense coordinator for the Ravens. We'll see if Greg Norman can do that. But we got Bucks with the win, over 19,000 points. That's a nice game for you, Bucks. Congratulations, and a really nice score on that one. Getting ready for this next week as we're in finals weeks. Nice to get a big game in. Maybe you get that consolation prize, that $100 when you come out for the finals.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, we'll be back with you Monday for the lunchtime broadcast.
That's right.
Tomorrow.
Yep.
And it's finals week next week.
It is. We're super excited about PCS finals week around here on the mothership. We're excited. We'll get this Pilot TV mothership rolling and rocking and ready to go for a great finals week. We'll be with you at lunchtime.
And remember, when you play Pilot games, your community wins. Have a good one, guys.
Bye, guys.